One really cool thing that these old BMWs have is a central locking system. In other words, if I click on the lock right here, it locks all the doors and the trunk, which is really cool. The problem is that the key for the driver's side door doesn't work.
What a piece of junk!
I have no way to lock this car, so I have two choices. I could get all new keys and a new lock, or I could just install a keyless entry. For a grand total of $16, we're going to install this keyless entry right here into this car so that we can lock all the doors and the trunk when we're outside the car and not have to worry about it. Now, I know you're saying, what if the battery goes dead or something like that? The passenger side door lock does still work with the original key. So if I absolutely had to get into the car, the passenger door lock does work. But you cannot lock all the doors with the passenger door lock. So we're just going to install this keyless entry and problem solved. Should be fun. So let's do it. The driver's side lower trim comes off with 3 bolts up top, 1 bolt on the bottom. Very simple, and it just pulls right out. On the right hand side of that trim there is a switch that you have to unplug. Just 2 plugs. It plugs and unplugs very easily, and then you can remove that. The wiring diagram for this is super simple. There's actually 4 different wiring diagrams at the bottom that show you the different ways that you may want to hook this up, depending upon whether you want your lights to flash or you want your horn to honk and all that sort of stuff. But the wiring is very, very simple. Now I basically just used these clips to tap into the wires that I needed to tap into.
Just tap it in. Just tap it in. Give it a little tappy.
I do realize this probably wasn't my best choice. Looking at this now, I think I'm going to have to go back and just rewire everything more permanently, because I do know that those clips, well, they tend to possibly fail and cause other problems.
No,
honey. You promised you wouldn't get mad, okay?
But this is how I wired it, so you're seeing what I did. Like I said, I'm a moron, so maybe don't always follow exactly what I do.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I didn't run into any hitches hooking this up because I had reasonably decent wiring diagrams of what was underneath the dashboard.
It's a fool's paradise. He is just leading you down the primrose path.
So it was easy to find the wires that I needed. And basically you need your power, your ground, you have to know which wire controls the actual switch to your door locks. But once you figure all that stuff out, it goes together in just a few minutes. I probably spent more time looking at the schematics for the wiring I was going to find underneath than I did actually wiring it up.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Technically now everything should function. The only thing I didn't hook up yet is the parking brake lights. But let's test it out to see how bad it is so far. Got to put the battery on first. Test to make sure they're still working. They are. We have these nifty little key fobs. Let's see what happens. There we go. And you know the best part about this central locking system? When I lock it, this locks too. And then when I unlock it, this unlocks. So all I have to do is hook up the parking lights, and we now have a car that locks. which is fantastic. So all the lights and stuff are right there. It would be really easy to tap in and have the lights flash when I'm locking and unlocking the doors, but I think I've kind of decided I'm gonna leave it totally stealth. I want it to lock and unlock all the doors and not even know that that the car's there. I mean, let's face it, if there's another 1984 BMW 7 Series in the parking lot and I don't remember which one is my car, I'm the moron.
Dude, where's my car?
The other nice thing that I noticed is when we lock these car doors, it also locks the fuel door. It locks the trunk, and then I can open the doors or lock them, and then you see everything's locked. If I open them, then the trunk is open, and the fuel door is open. It's obvious that the rest of this car outside of the engine was pretty well taken care of, because this is not the kind of stuff that normally works on a 30-year-old car. So it's really nice that most of it works. I'm pretty excited about it. Let's get this module all mounted up in the dash so everything is good to go. So that was probably the easiest super expensive fix I've ever been able to do for $16. It works exactly as intended, and it means I can actually lock my BMW up now. So maybe I can actually get it out on the road. I don't know, we'll see. If you want to check out the $16 kit that I put in this car, there is an Amazon affiliate link down below so you can check it out for yourself. Why am I spending all this time and energy and money on this old beat up BMW 733 that isn't worth anything?
Because you're an idiot, that's how.
Well, it can only be for the love of cars. I'm guessing if you're watching this, it's because you love old beaters like this too. So go out there and find the one that you love, fix it up, get it back on the road. If this moron can do it, I know you can too. Now, my name is Michael Fire Jr., and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.